Welcome back, everyone. So yeah, this is all about napping, and perhaps we could call it napping culture, if we term siesta part of a nap. So, as I said in part one, the sort of southern or Mediterranean cultures are often known for this term, a siesta. Siesta is a Spanish word, and it means a nap in the middle of the day. This culture is really ancient. Obviously, you know that these are very hot countries. It's pretty hard to do work in the middle part of the day, or especially in the past before air conditioning.
Jeez, can you imagine?
Yeah, doing manual labor in the baking 40-degree sun, it wasn't possible. So they would give their workers a big break in the middle of the day. So they would often start earlier and or finish later to have the hottest part of the day off. So that's where siesta culture comes from. But the surprising thing in this article is that siesta culture might be coming to Germany.
Shocking.
I know, wow. Can you imagine the Germans, who are traditionally or stereotypically known for their high efficiency and work ethic, they might be persuaded that napping in the middle of the day is a good idea. One of the reasons suggested in the article for this is perhaps immigration. You know, over probably the second half of the 20th century, Germany has been receiving immigrants from all over the world, and often from hot countries where the siesta is common.
Yeah.
And they could be having an influence on the Germans in general. So yes, maybe Germans are discovering a new way to work, or a new way to manage their work time, perhaps. Which I think sounds like a positive thing. Yes.
Yeah, especially now since they're getting 40-degree heat themselves.
Well, yeah, rising temperatures. Here in Korea too, maybe. We should be considering.
Siesta time. Inside the air-conditioned building.
I guess I'm already doing it.
Yeah, I think you're already doing it. But they should give us a 2-hour lunch then. Hour sleep and hour eating, I guess.
Yeah, at least in the summer.
At least in the summer.
Are you listening, Pagoda? Anyway, so in general, let's think about our own work ethic.
Okay.
You know, Americans. What would you say? What is the stereotype
okay.
of American work ethic?
Hard as you can, for as much as you can, until you achieve the very rich American dream. Yeah, it is true. Like coming to Korea, there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, Korea's work culture is really like long hours, really hard work," and I was like, "Yeah, I got that already. Let's go." Like I wasn't used to. Some European countries are like 5 p.m., 6 p.m., whenever. Work is done. We're done. Done. But for America, it's like, oh, work is done. Now let me go home and work. And so we don't stay in the office and work as much as Korea, but we go home and work a lot. Emails, reports, writing. I do the same. I go home and I do a lot more prep, a lot more mini emails, preparation for a lot of different things, writing. Yeah. Now with Germany, the stereotype is, although I don't know, that they're very efficient and like by the book. I don't think America's like that. I don't think we're by the book in some ways. We're a bit more creative.
Yes. They're both hardworking cultures, but perhaps in different ways. Or the stereotypes are in different ways. Yeah.
But I bet like England is quite similar.
I don't know. I think I always find this sort of, in many ways, even our most right-wing people are more left-wing than Americans. I think, you know, work-life balance we've got a lot more restrictions, more rules on what companies can and cannot do, and they have to give you a certain amount of breaks, and they have to do this and they have to do that, and I think we are a bit more socialist. So, although my knowledge of British working culture, direct knowledge, is more than 10 years old. It's like 17 years old.
I can't imagine it's gotten that much worse. Brexit.
It may have to get worse. We may have to work harder. So, again, maybe one of the reasons for siesta culture is to try and put your energy into the most productive hours of the day. So what do you think about yourself personally? At what times of the day are you most productive, and what about least productive?
Yeah, least productive is going to be every morning. And so that's why I make sure to prepare very well for the morning, so I don't have to think about productivity, only like what's it called, a repetition and regurgitating what I've already done. And probably most productive is going to be late afternoon. I really enjoy that late afternoon time, which is why it's nice to be off of work and at home during that time, because I can try to filter that or focus that creativity better. But waking up so early can kind of kill that.
Yes, yeah. I peak, I think, around the middle of the day. Like, I'd say I'm at best teaching mode between about maybe 10 a.m. and the end of my lunch class. I think that's when I'm the sharpest. But early in the day, no. And then towards the end of the day, I'm getting really tired and slowing down mentally. So I peak in the middle.
Yeah, peak in the middle. Just like real life, huh?
So, don't zonk out, even though the the article and discussion are over. I would like you to take a leisurely walk through the vocabulary. You know, think about your own work ethic and sort of cognitive processing, and try and use these new words in your everyday life. And we will see you in the next article. Bye bye.
Work ethic.
Work ethic.
Leisurely.
Leisurely.
Counterintuitive.
Counterintuitive.
Cognitive.
Cognitive.
Fiesta.
Fiesta.